Hello. I don't know if y'all could hear me. I couldn't see myself. I'm like, where am I? What am I doing? Apparently, I was not in the studio. I've had one of those days. I cannot tell you. I've had one of those days where I'm like, I don't know. Everything's just not going as planned. I don't know why. But what's up, Wednesday? What's up, my friends and fellow bibliophiles? What are y'all up to? Today is Wednesday, October 4th, so we're officially in the spooky season, and I'm excited. I'm sure everybody else here is excited as well. So let's see who is in the chat. Hello, Emma. How are you today? I popped in really quickly to the sprints that you were having and said hello, and then y'all went to a sprint. I saw that Richard was cutting up in your sprint, so I hope he wasn't giving you too many troubles. Hey, Faye, how are you? What are you up to today? What are you doing? Hello, Jordan. I'm so happy you're here, and you're from Ireland. I did not realize that you were from Ireland. I'm so glad that you came by and said hello. I mean, I know you've been here to visit before, but I did not realize you were from Ireland. Wonderful. What part of Ireland? Let me know. Hey, Patty, how are you? She's wishing everybody a hello. Swamp gas, woohoo. Hey, Storm. Storm, I just had technical difficulties with myself. It must be running rampant through the booktube community. Hello, Kristen. Hey, Jennifer. Happy Wednesday. Cool Gamer. Hey, welcome. Nice to see you here. I'm looking at the Asheville, North Carolina forecast for a small vacation. We're going on this Friday through Wednesday. That sounds awesome. I believe one of my acting friends lives in Asheville, and she's always posting stuff and is beautiful. It's supposed to turn chilly, so I'm excited. Yes, that would be exciting because I don't know wherever you're at. I don't know if you're having any chilly weather. We're still not 100%. We start off cool in the morning and then it gets hot in the evening. So we're seeing 80s and 90s still, by noon or whatever. Jordan is telling Emma hello and asking how she's doing. I haven't been watching your content lately, but how are you? You must be busy, Jordan. Hello, Joanne. How are you? She's popping in and telling everybody, hello, Alex. How am I today? Well, I was doing fine until I couldn't figure out why my screen was black. I don't know if y'all could hear me, but I'm like, why is my screen black? I see that my camera's on. Well, hello. I needed to actually enter the studio this time, but I've been kind of running my behind today, I guess is the best way. I filmed a video. It took me longer than normal to do it, and I didn't even eat lunch until 3:00. So that just goes to show you what kind of day I'm having, but it's all good now because I'm with y'all and it's going to be wonderful and delightful. So I'm doing much better now. Hey, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy to see you here. I was so aggravated on Monday. I understand, Stormy, because especially when you can't figure it out, it's like that is frustrating. And I mean, technology is wonderful, but when it doesn't cooperate, it just makes everything so frustrating. I had a problem last week with my technology with having my video clips move over to my iPad, and I had an update on my phone, so I thought possibly that was it. Nope, that was not it. It seems that my storage was at capacity, but do you think they could have sent me a message saying you are out of storage or whatever? No, so I had to make sure I moved some videos. I still have a lot of my photographs and my videos from Sicily on my phone, and they have all uploaded to Google Photo, but I need to double check it before I actually get it off my phone. So I share your aggravation. I mean, believe me. Yeah, what happened was she couldn't get on for her sprints. Luckily, one of her friends she sprints with, Lee, was able to take over. So that was good. Storm still made it too. I was glad. So I am from the county in Ireland called County Offaly, and it's in the Midlands. Okay. Well, my son Andrew actually visited Ireland. He ended up visiting, I believe, wherever the Cliffs of Moher is located. That's where they went first. And then I think they drove through Kerry and they ended up in Dublin and then some little towns along the way. But beautiful country, very beautiful. Andrew loved it. We're in a heat wave here in Ontario. We were hotter than Las Vegas yesterday. Wow, that is unbelievable. Because I know where Elizabeth Sagewood is located. She was having some cooler weather. So apparently, I think she's in Alberta, if I'm not mistaken. So apparently, depending on where you're at, I guess it's the same way like the United States. Some people in the United States are having cooler weather than we are. So I guess it's raining here, storms tonight, blah. I am not ready for a cool down yet. I am, because in Louisiana it's hot and it's humid. Hey, Vanessa, how's it going with you? I haven't seen you this week because I've been busy and haven't been able to make any of your sprints. I hope all is well with you. What are you reading tonight? Are you reading? Or are you going to do productivity tasks? Yeah, it's been a little heat wave here in West Virginia. Should end tomorrow night, thankfully. Yeah, I hope so. We need some cooler temps. I mean, it's the fall. It's such a bummer when, you're in an area where it doesn't really feel like fall, and it is. Oh, glad to hear you're feeling better. Yeah, I am feeling a little bit better now. I don't feel as stressed, with everything that I had to do today. It's like one of those days where the time gets away from you, and it's not like I wasn't, on track. I think one part of it was I did wake up later today, and I didn't sleep too well last night. And so I ended up, I think, sleeping a little bit later, and that kind of probably threw my time off, but it is what it is. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm reading My Dog Vanessa currently, 22% in. Ooh, how fitting. And Jordan's telling Joanne, hello. I'm not working on watch at the moment, although last week I uploaded a few videos, which I haven't done in a while. Very good. Halko, hello, Halko, with your little spooky ghost. It is the spooky season. Yeah, Storm was very aggravated on Monday, but, all worked out, and she at least made the sprints, because at first we were kind of worried she might not even make the sprints. I basically upload, in my opinion, on the Scooby-Doo Screen Trap episode, Fiasco with Gray, DeLille Griffin, with Gray DeLille Griffin. Okay, that's the whole name. Oh, Storm is thanking you for your good vibes, Joanne. I'll be in and out. Lots to do. Always lots to do, Halko. I am actually going to read two things tonight, and I am going to have to scooch out a little bit earlier than normal, because if you remember from last week, middle grade March book club was supposed to have their book club for the miraculous, and they ended up having an unforeseen situation. Something unforeseen came up. I don't know. It wasn't a situation. All the ladies are good, but something came up and they had to postpone until this Wednesday. So since I read the book, I want to be able to attend, especially since the book was fantastic. Also, as far as my readings going, I am behind already, and I'm very sad about that, but it is what it is. I read a little bit of The Way We Live Now in this morning when I woke up, but where is my schedule? I have a schedule. Where is my schedule? I'm so unorganized in my room. Maybe it's up here. Let's see. No, that's not it either. Bummer. My schedule was here. Oh, my schedule could be in my bedroom. Well, anyway, I do have a schedule. I promise. Anyway, on my schedule, I don't even know what chapter I'm supposed to be on. So let's see. 4. Monday would have been 3. That's 7 plus 3 would be 10 on Tuesday. So I should be finished with chapter 13 by today. Guess what, folks? I didn't even finish chapter 4 yet. I think that's where I'm at. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. It's just finding the time. Yes, I'm on chapter 4, and I'm supposed to be finished with chapter 13 if I'm going to stay on track. So I need to concentrate when I read this book. It's Victorian literature, and I have to concentrate. So I have to be in a situation where it's really quiet and I'm not going to be interrupted. And so I don't think I can do them on sprints today. I did start reading on sprints. They did have sprints on Sunday to kick it off, but they only had like one set, and I did okay. I didn't read as fast as I normally would read. So that whole long story just to tell you that I am reading for Halloween tonight. I'm reading Night of the Gargoyles by Eve Bunting. If you can see that. That's my picture book I'm going to read. I still haven't decided what prompts I'm reading it for. Like I said, I'm very behind on my life. And then I am also working on Autumn Crow High, Fresh Hell. I am actually doing a vlog. Okay, go ahead. Judy wanted to get out. I'm actually doing a vlog while I'm reading this book, and I'm liking it so far. I'm on chapter 11. So page 95, and really enjoying it. It is different than what I expected. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but there are parts in it that I'm just like, ooh, that's kind of creepy, or that's kind of gruesome. And I mean, I guess it is YA, so it should be, and it is considered a horror novel, but I'm liking it. It really is putting me in the spooky season because, you know, Autumn Crow, it's like Halloween all the time. So I'm excited that I'm going to be reading that. So I'm going to start off with the Gargoyles and then change to Autumn Crow High for the rest of the evening because I really want to make some headway with that because my goal is to try to finish Autumn Crow High either Thursday or Friday because I have a humongous stack. Those of you that have seen my TBR for October know it's big. Now, I do have a bunch of middle grade and some picture books on there. So I'm trying not to, have anxiety about it. I tell everybody else not to have anxiety. So I got to take my own advice too. I'll be doing dinner prep and hope to read Wellness by Nathan Hill later. It's lit fic. It was from the Book of the Month pick. Wonderful. And Jennifer's alternating between reading Holly and planning an American Lit course for high schoolers. That sounds fun. How are you still liking Holly? I know that you initially said you were loving it. Alex says, I'm going to be reading A Desolation Called Peace. Loving it so far. Excellent. Sounds good. I am listening to Scritch Scratch by Lindsay Curry. It's a reread as it's the group pick for Halloween. How come I didn't know we had a group pick? I don't remember you saying that we had a group pick. I'm enjoying the audiobook, 19% in. I'd like to know about that. Are you doing a live show for it, Stormy? And Faye is behind in Victortober reading too, but I plan to read a ton this weekend to catch up. Yeah, I'm hoping I can. My classes have started for my Title I, so I've had to do some planning for that. And so that took up some time. And I'm trying to think what else I did this past weekend. I just, everything's like a blur. Oh, I went shopping with Kelsey. I went shopping with Kelsey all day Saturday, and we had a nice time. We had lunch at La Madeleine. We went to a few stores. Either one of us was really hardcore shopping for Halloween. I picked up a couple of things, kind of debating on if I'm going to do a little video with that or not. I do have some footage. I took some footage. But it was just nice to see Kelsey because Kelsey and I have not seen each other as much as we did last year. Last year, we saw each other at least once a month because of our Year of King. And then also we would see each other at least once a month for our book club, at least Zoom. So we haven't really been seeing each other a whole lot. So are you reading the group read also, Faye? Let me know if you're reading The Way We Live Now. Stormy said the picture book looks so cool. It is. It is very pretty. They're I don't know if I would say pretty. I mean, I guess it is pretty in the sense, I think it's gorgeous in the sense of how it's illustrated. I like black and white, or like it looks like it's charcoal or pencil. I don't know what they use. I don't know if they say what they use in here for the illustrator. I know like Chris Van Allsburg will sometimes write, or not Chris Van Allsburg, Tony DiTerlizzi said what he did the spider and the fly with. But yeah, just like the illustrations are just fantastic. And it's such a great story. I mean, the basis of it is that it says, when night comes, the gargoyles creep on stubs of feet along the high ledges. They swoop down to hunch with gargoyle friends around the fountain and mock the watchman as he passes by. So the gargoyles come alive at night, and they, pretty much have shenanigans all night, because all day they have to sit there watching everybody else, having fun with their shenanigans. Alex said, I also wanted to tell you, I bought my first ever quilt, and it's the most beautiful quilt I've ever seen. I'll have to show it in a video sometime in the future. Yes, yes, yes. I would love to see that. That is awesome. And I can't wait. Is it thematic for like Halloween? Is it thematic for reading? Is it thematic for your genre? Or does it have nothing to do with reading whatsoever? Tell me. I ended up getting a fall blanket when I went shopping. He says, I am reading Armadale by Wilkie Collins for sprints. And if I finish my 30 daily pages of that, I'll move on to a Victorian ghost story. Well, that sounds awesome. Jennifer is a little over halfway through Holly and still enjoying it. That's good to know, because I've seen some mixed reviews about Holly. There's some people that have not been too happy with it just because of certain things in the content. But my thing is, if you're writing it in a time period of what's happening, I mean, that makes it more realistic. And Holly's a different kind of story, if you ask me. Alicia, woohoo! I was wondering about you. I was worried. I was hoping nothing happened, because you normally are here first thing. I'm glad you're here. I was losing track of time too. It caused me to have a snafu at the beginning. I'm glad you didn't see that, because I'm a little embarrassed about it. But I wanted to tell you that I made the loaded baked potato soup, and I need to send you a picture, because it is yummy. We still have some, and I'm thinking about having a bowl this evening. I ate my salad late today, so I'm going to have my soup a little bit later. Joanna's working on revising chapter 26 of Project Sugar and Spice, where tensions rise between female main character, I'm assuming, and male main character when a secret is found out. Ooh, those secrets. Ooh, and I wonder, is it really dramatic? Is it like a really terrible secret? Could it break them up? Stormy says, I would like to, but need to see if Lee wants to do one, as she is a co-host, and I know she is reading it. Not sure if the other co-host is reading it, but we could do it. Might be kind of fun. Does the group read just have to be finished by the end of October? Or if you end up doing something live, or do you think you might make it another date? Because if so, maybe I'll try to squeeze that in too. And is Scritch Scratch, is it a middle grade book? I'm assuming, because you're reading it for Halloween. But I mean, I'm reading On a Crow High, and that's more YA. That looks spooky for a picture book. Yeah, it does. But then there's parts where it looks like the gargoyles are laughing. I'll have to tab it when I read it tonight and show y'all. I'm not reading the Victober group read because I already bought Armadale, which is over 800 pages. Didn't think I could manage 2 door stoppers at once. I don't see how you could, especially with also having school. I don't know how you can manage that. Like I said, I said if I could keep up with the schedule, then I don't think I would have a problem reading Victober, because I can read more than one book at a time. And Victober, this story is so different than anything else that I'm reading in the month. I definitely won't get anything confused with characters and setting and all that. But like I said, I'm already behind. Part of it is I need to just buckle down and say I've got to read this for this amount of time and I can't do anything else. Because I really want to read it. So far, I'm loving it. I'm loving it a lot. I'm only on page 35, but I'm really invested already in some of the characters, and it's got humor in it. It's a lot different than I expected. Alex said, nothing to do with reading. It's all floral, so it will make me feel good as it gets colder outside and all the flowers go away. Yes, that will be sweet. I'm excited for you. Quilts are awesome. Yes, send me a picture. I'm glad you enjoyed the soup. I did very much. I love a chunky book being called a doorstopper. You hear that, Faye? That's hilarious. Yeah. Well, because technically this book could be definitely a doorstopper. Which, Alex, we need to compare because you told me 11/22/63 was really big. I can't believe it's that long. I don't know why I don't remember that. I guess because it was so good and I was so invested in it. I love 11/22/63. This story is 825 pages. That's how big the way we live today, the way we live now. Salem's Lot's pretty chunky, but it's not as chunky as that. Thank goodness, because I don't think I could handle it. Joanne says, well, the secret ends up messing up their fun rivalry dynamic, and it takes a while for Lydia to trust Xavier again. Okay, so it's going to cause drama. Hello, welcome in Sophie's Books. How are you, Sophie? Hello, hello. Welcome to Sprints today. What are you going to be reading today? Or are you going to be doing something other than reading? And Stormy saying, yes, it's my favorite Lindsay Curry book so far. I will talk to Lee. I know a lot of people have their lives for books the following month, and that would give more time for people. Yeah, you could do that. In fact, Kelsey and I are doing that because we are buddy reading Salem's Lot. We're reading it for October, but we're also watching the 2 made-for-TV shows, which I believe they're like 4 hours each, maybe, because they were like 2-parters. And Kelsey has a lot going on. We also are doing our movie marathon. So we agreed that we are going to do our live in November. I believe the date is November 5th. We've tentatively chosen that date. So Halco, if you listen in, tentatively November 5th. But I have to verify with Kelsey because she has to check with Paul and check out Paul's schedule. So Alex says 842, so very close. I am just amazed. I guess because when I look at it, it just does not look as big. I guess it's the way my hardcover is formatted, but it just does not. And also, I guess, too, my hardcover is taller. It is a longer book. So maybe that has something to do with it, but I'm rooting for you. I think you're going to be able to finish it. And Alicia's reading Slewfoot now and loving it. Going to start Salem's Lot next. Perfect. Yeah, Slewfoot's on my list. I'm hoping I'll get to it because if I don't, I'm going to be sad. It'll be carried over into November. I think what I'm going to do is anything I don't read in October, I'm going to carry over into November because I'm really not sure if I'm going to be participating in any readathons besides an LM Montgomery one and then book clubs. So November might be a catch-up month, a spillover month. Stormy says, my doorstopper is it. At least I started it last month, so hoping to finish this month. So far, it's about a 3-star. It's okay. What? A 3-star? It? Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorites. And Joanne is greeting people and wanting to know what genre Sophie reads. Gosh, I loved 11/22/63 back in the day. I don't remember it being that long either. I know. When Alex said that in her TBR, I was like, I just don't remember it, but it's true. It is the truth. You must be like me, Patty. You liked it so much you were like reading through it because I find it was one that you could read pretty quickly through, and it kept your interest, and so many different things were going on. Faye said, I wish I could take credit for Doorstopper, but people in Goodreads group I used to be in always call them that. Yeah, that's like me. I can't really take credit for Pile of Possibilities because that term, I heard that on Mitzi's channel, and and on other people's channels. Miriam's channel, I think I've heard it too. Yes, Ellen Montgomery. Do you know I discovered Ellen Montgomery last summer? I had heard of Anne of Green Gables, but I never read that as a child, and I didn't have any friends that read it. So I just figured it was a children's classic that maybe I'd get to one day. No idea what it was about. And then the Cozy Cottage book club that I participate in, they picked it for their book club. And I'm like, oh, I've got to read this. It'll give me the opportunity to read it. I read it and I loved it. Anne Shirley is like one of my favorite literary characters. And so I've read the second book in that series. And then Lizzie Fay Loves Books, Elizabeth at Lizzie Fay Loves Books, and Mitzi at Mitzi Reads and Writes. They both did a challenge, an Ellen Montgomery challenge that was from September to November, because Ellen Montgomery's birthday is in November. And they had a Montgomery challenge was what they called it, and had a bingo board, and you could watch some things, and then you could also read. And I completed the whole entire board. I was so excited. So I read like Kilmeny of the Orchard, which I loved. It's a romance, but I loved it. It's old-fashioned romance. And then I did read a retelling. It was Anne in Manhattan. I really didn't like that too much because they modernized Anne. I don't know. And it just took away like the innocent part of Anne Shirley. So that's on my list of books. My pile of books that I need to, get rid of. So I'll find somebody who might want to read it, or I'll donate it to Friends of the Library. But I also read Emily of New Moon, but I want to read the full version. The only version I was able to get was this abridged version. So, but I liked it. It was also wonderful. And then I got to see a TV show of Anne that was really good. It took place, I don't know. I just loved it. It's all old fashioned, and I love the way Ellen Montgomery writes. So I'm really looking forward to them doing it again this year. Sorry, I talked so long about that. Alicia says you need a self-care read what you want month. You need a self-care read what you want month. Yeah, I need a self-care for sure. I think I just need to take a break because I have really been one month after the other. And I know this happened to me last year. I was burnt out, I guess. I don't know if burnt out was and I really wasn't like in a slump, but I just needed to take a break. I just needed to kind of take a break and get my bearings. I had just started my YouTube channel. I was doing Year of King, and we had some really chunky books for that. And also participating in readathons like back to back. And I ended up taking a break in January. I mean, I read, but I didn't read. I didn't participate really in anything except my book clubs. And it really did refresh me. So I have to kind of think about that with everything else that I do, because now I'm working, and that's, a couple of days that I can't, read or whatever. I don't know. It's not that reading is not fun. If it ever gets to the point that reading is getting to where it's not fun, then I am going to have to take a break before, for sure. And we have a smile from Sophie. And Joanne said, finish revising chapters 25 and 26 of Project Sugar and Spice. Sophie is reading mostly horror. Oh, she reads mostly horror. It's great to meet you all too. That's fun. You have to give us some horror, what you're reading in horror. And Storm says, I need to try Anne of Green Gables. Never tried it, but everyone says I will like it. I'm surprised, Stormy, that you haven't read it. Just like myself, I'm surprised I have not read it, but I finally did. And I just love Anne Shirley. She is so spunky, and she just has a really great outlook about life. And, she comes to live with this family, and there's like a misunderstanding that's funny. There's humor in it. It's very heartwarming. I just really enjoyed it a lot. It kind of like reminds me too, Pollyanna kind of reminds me of like Anne of Green Gables in some ways. I'm not sure which one was written first, but Pollyanna is also another literary character that I'm fond of because she just has a really great outlook on life as well, like Anne does. Ellen Montgomery has been one of my favorite authors since I was a kid. I'm so glad you're reading so many of her books. Yeah, and I guess so because you live in Canada and Ellen Montgomery is a Canadian writer. So I'm not surprised because also Elizabeth Sagewood was the same way when she saw that I was reading it. She told me how much she enjoyed it as a kid. So I am, and like I said, I'm hoping that they are going to do the challenge in November. They're not going to do it as long, obviously. I mean, September and October is over, and I haven't talked about it, but I think they're just going to keep it to the month and do a little challenge for that because her birthday is in November. So I can't wait to see what they come up with. But anyway, let's go ahead and start with our sprints. We'll start with a 30-minute sprint to give everybody an opportunity to get themselves settled. I need to go make a cup of coffee, so that will be the first thing that I do. And let's see if I can split our screen. There we go. Hopefully no more snafus. Okay, everyone, happy reading or happy productivity or whatever you're doing. You could be meditating, you could be just relaxing. Whatever you're doing, enjoy it for the next 30 minutes. Welcome back. We are back. How did everybody do? How did you do? I did a couple of things. I went to make myself some coffee. I chose praline pecan, which is a community coffee flavor, and I put it in my new Snoopy mug. This is one of the mugs that I got when I went shopping with Kelsey. So, got my beverage. And I also stopped in Andy's channel because he is sprinting. He usually sprints at 4 o'clock. So I popped in, like, hit the like button and kind of was chatting with him and Emma. If you do not know, I am having Emma Bennett and Andy from Self Publishing with Andy on my channel on Friday at 2 p.m. Central Time. We will be on for a couple of hours, talking, chatting. They're both authors, so they will be chatting about what they're up to. I know that Emma's participating in NaNoWriMo in November, and she's prepping. She just recently published a book about that. And then we're going to do some sprints. We'll do a couple of sprints in our chat as well, just for some productivity. I'll get some reading done. They'll get some writing done, or perhaps some reading. But it'll be the first time they're on my channel. And I'm excited because it's like AuthorTube and BookTube collide. So it should be fun. So if you have the time and want to check us out and hang out and get some reading done, please do. We would love it if y'all would come and see me. And Emma and Andy. Okay, so Joanne is also one that likes Ellen Montgomery and Anna Green Gables. Amal is here. Hello, wishing everybody a hello. Reading The Perfect Child, e-reading All the Little Raindrops, 63% in, and listening to Treasures of the Locks, which is 15% in. Excellent. Christine, hello. Hope everyone is well. Joined during the sprints, listening to an audio while working on the blanket. And she booped the like button, which I appreciate. Yes, it costs nothing to boop the like button. And of course, Andy has popped in to say hello, swinging by to say hi and smack the like button. So silly. He usually throws books at my like button. And so silly, it's changed color, and laughing. So we're laughing together. Ha, 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 ha. And Joanne is telling Andy hello and updating Andy and Christine on her work that she's doing on her book. Mal's 83% into All the Little Raindrops. Excellent progress. Brittany, hello. Happy sprinting. I'm reading In the Market for Murder by T.E. Kinsey, which is the second in the series. Ooh, and I like that title, Market for Murder. Ooh, good. And Joanne is greeting everyone, greeting Brittany, and asking if she enjoys the book and wanting to know what her favorite genre to read is. Faye said, dang it, I left off on a cliffhanger, read 13 pages of Armadale. I know. Well, I'm on a cliffhanger also in Autumn Crow High. I ended up reading, my husband drives a truck. I don't know if I mentioned this. He drives a chemical truck. And he goes out of town periodically. He's not going out of town as much since he's in a new position as he used to. He used to leave out on a Monday morning before I even woke up, and I wouldn't see him again until Friday. So we basically just had the weekends and then talking on the phone and stuff. But now he like periodically goes out of town. Well, sometimes when he goes out of town, depending on if he is coming in and can only make it to like Hammond, he'll spend the night at a hotel in Hammond. So I'll go meet him and we'll go have dinner together so that we can just catch up and stuff. So that's what we did. I was reading Autumn Crow. I worked yesterday, so then I read Autumn Crow while I was waiting for him to come to town. And then I ended up going to meet him and we went to eat at Chili's. Definitely not on my eating plan. I have got to be better. I do really well for the most part, but I was bad last night. But the good news is I only ate half of what I got, which was the triple dipper, and I brought the other half home for my son Barry. So that worked out really well. But I left off on a cliffhanger, and I didn't get a chance to go back and read it because when I got home, I went ahead and was reading the Anthony Trollope book for Victober. Stormy's 32% in Scratch. Awesome. Jennifer said, I got a little bit of planning done before taking a quick shower. Awesome. That's why I'm going to scooch out just a little bit earlier than normal, just so I could take a shower before the middle grade March meeting. I will try to be there. Oh, I hope so, Alicia. You were so sweet. You attended when I did the live with Margaret Pinard. I really appreciate that. That meant a lot to me. Fridays are kind of hard for people, and that was the date I had chosen to do just because I was having so much going on in August that I knew that a Friday would be the best for me. And then Friday was the best for Emma and Andy since I sprint on Wednesdays, and that she also sprints on her channel and Andy sprints on his. In fact, he's sprinting right now at the same time. So we just kind of like in and out and just try to show support. But I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Alicia, if you can make it. I ate some chicken tikka masala. That sounds fancy. Very fancy. Oh, and I sent a picture of the soup to you, and it's huge. I apologize that the picture is huge. I sent it on my iPad. I don't know why. You don't really have control, I guess. I don't know how to control it. Hit the like button. Thank you, Amal. Yes, hit the like button. It costs nothing. Uploaded chapters 25 and 26 to the Google Doc for my beta reader to read and wrote 159 words for Project Sugar and Spice. Lydia is dealing with her conflicting feelings for Xavier and hurt towards one of my side characters. Not playing nice. Also, if anyone's interested in donating, I'm raising money for commissioned character art for Project Sugar and Spice. There is a link there, and she is hoping to reach the goal this month. She's 62%, 38 more to go. Good luck with that. And Alicia says, it's not fancy. It's Indian food. I got the picture. It looked good. It is so delicious, and I am going to have some tonight. I cannot believe how rich it is. It's very delicious. And Jennifer also has a recipe for a potato soup, and she makes her strictly on the crock pot. So I might try that one too as well, so that we can do between the both of them. I will admit to you that I did not make it. My husband made it because he is the cook in our family. But I did take some video of the steps so that I could include it in my vlog that I'm doing while reading Autumn Crow. So you will get to see that. Nothing fancy with my camera moves. And Joanne thinks that sounds so good. Well, I want to do something today. I like doing fun stuff in my sprints. And I ended up buying myself a Mad Libs. Look at that. Monster Mash Mad Libs. Look how cute that is. I don't know. I have loved Mad Libs ever since I was a kid. I just think it's a lot of fun to do, and they're silly, and I love reading the stories after. So how about we fill in the Mad Libs? I'll fill it in, and then we'll go to a sprint, and then I will read the story. The story is called Monsters Oh My. So be ready for, what's she saying? Recipe. Oh, very good. For authentic recipe. Good. And Alicia said crock pot soups are the best. And Jennifer said, yes, I love Mad Libs too. Yes, they're just a lot of fun. So we did Mad Libs during Zombie-thon, and I loved it. It was, a good time. And so let's do it this way. Usually I'll have somebody with me here, but I don't. I need to have people come visit me in my sprints. You don't have to have a channel. You could just come and pop in. Don't be afraid. Come hang out with me, even if it's just in between one sprint. That's similar to the one I make, Joanne. Very good. So we got the recipe in there. Okay. Well, I'll have to see if I can get that recipe and maybe try it. Is it spicy? That's the only thing. Is it really spicy? Okay, are we ready to do some Mad Libs? Okay. So the first is a noun. Storm saying Mad Libs is so fun. Yes, they are. And you want to have a noun, a single noun, singular. First person to pop up. Think monsters and Halloweeny. Okay, let's see. Gnome. Kindred spirits, kindred spirits. Yes, we are, because I love gnomes. You know, I love me some gnomes. Okay, next one is an adjective. Jennifer gave us gnome for a noun. And now we need an adjective. We need to describe. Alicia says it's only spicy if you make it spicy. It's up to you. Good, because I cannot eat super spicy. It's not that I don't enjoy super spicy. Like back in the day, I love jalapenos, but you know, I cannot, not with reflux. Adjective, an adjective. Anybody? I can't give the adjective because I know the story. I can't do that. Somebody. Woo, good. Okay. Faye, frightening. Frightening. Okay, so let me see if there's another adjective. There's no other adjectives. So I can't use yours for spooky, but thank you, Jennifer. Okay, the next is a type of liquid. We need a type of liquid. I think I need to be like playing some kind of music. You know, I think we have music in here. Let me see. I hope I don't get flagged for playing music from StreamYard. Let's see. Do they have any spooky music? I don't know. I'll have to fool with that and see. Rum. Ooh, Alicia's saying rum. Okay. Ooh, that's going to be a party. Next is something alive, but it has to be plural. Think something alive, plural. And Jennifer says, I like the way you think. Yes, we will be having cheers for sure. I'm afraid to try this music thing. Let's see. Can y'all hear that? I don't know. We'll see how it works. Ooh, they said frogs. Yes, frogs. Y'all tell me if you can hear this music and if it's weird. Okay, I need an animal. Now this time I need an animal that's plural, and it can't be frogs. Okay, Jennifer saying yes. Joanne says, I love the sound of that music. It's called night driving. Yay, Alicia can hear it good. And, Joanne loves the beat. It'll give us some ambiance. Hopefully I won't get flagged. I mean, it's from StreamYard, and it doesn't have lyrics. Okay, dolphins. Okay. Next, a plural noun. Well, I think I'm going to take Stormy's bats, because that is a plural noun, even though it's animals. How about an adverb? Can you share the link? No, there is no link for the music. It's just part of the StreamYard thing. Like, I guess it's their like stock music. But you know, if you join StreamYard, you don't have to do anything with it. You could just join and make an account. Then you can go in and like look in all their stuff in their studio, I guess. Adverb, adverb. Ooh, good, Jennifer. Stealthily. I love that. Okay, be thinking of an article of clothing, plural. Article of clothing, plural. Alicia agreed with you on that, Jennifer. Article of clothing, plural. Ooh, Joanna. Joanne's got fedoras. Okay, start thinking of a number. Now, let's see if I need another clothing item. No, no more clothing items. Sorry, Alicia, but I need a number. 7. Yes. Thank you, Stormy. Okay. Yeah, leg warmers is pretty funny. Very, very nostalgic, I would say. Alicia, 627. I don't need another number yet, but I do need an occupation that is plural. An occupation that is plural. Kind of grooving to this music here. Minors, good. Okay, next I need a noun. Ooh, actually we could use leg warmers for that. I think we're gonna do that. I hope y'all don't mind. So think of a verb ending in ing. I'm gonna use Alicia's leg warmers for the noun. I think that's gonna be funny. And then a verb ending in ing. Ooh, we have jumping. And I need another one. Faye said sliding, so I'm going to put sliding in. Also, I need a verb, just a regular verb, present tense. And then we have 3 more after that. Well, depending on if we have multiple people answering. So verb, just present tense verb. Anyone, pick one. Okay, scare, good. And I need a plural noun. Plural noun. And we have cars. Jacqueline, hello, welcome. Cars. Okay, and okay. Jacqueline beat you, Faye. But I do need a noun, one noun. I was hoping you were going to do that. And then an occupation, a single occupation. Hey, Sarah. Hello. We're doing Mad Libs. We're about to do a sprint. Are you reading? What are you doing? What are you going to do during the sprints? Or are you just popping in to say hello? I'm looking for an occupation. And Faye said doctor. Okay, I'm going to also choose Alicia's as an alternate ending. I'm going to put alternate ending. Okay, so I will read this when we come back from the sprints. Okay, y'all want to do 45 minutes this time? 45 minutes good with everybody? We can do 30, does not matter to me, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to turn off our music. That's our Mad Libs music. We'll see what happens too. Hopefully I won't get any kind of a copyright claim against me because I use StreamYard's music, but you would think I would not. Keep the people coming back. 45 minutes sounds good to me. Awesome. Hello. Just getting home from work. I just adore that you are a high school English teacher. And here we are with parts of speech. Yes, because I am also an English teacher. I taught English to junior high. Well, of course, I taught English for all the grades because I taught at a grammar school. But my last stint was as a junior high language arts teacher, reading and English before I became an instructional coach. And I am teaching reading now at Title I. Either works for me, Faye says. So someone either gets medical treatment or dies. Unless your doctor is not a good doctor and is like one of those doctors that a doctor of horror, then you could still die. And Sarah says, just having dinner, then taking daughter to guides. I started an audiobook today called Mother-Daughter Murder Night. Wow. Ooh, that sounds very intriguing. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do 45 minutes. That way it'll give people a chance to do a few things and really jump into something. I'm going to be reading Autumn Crow, so I need to fix this for 45. Y'all notice my kitty cat is very fallish. Okay. And Faye's being funny. She is hilarious, actually. Okay, so let's go ahead and share the screen. I got to talk to myself. Sorry. And we'll share. Okay. So I'll see y'all back in a little bit. Enjoy your time. Welcome back. I am so engrossed in my book right now. Oh my gosh, so much goodness is happening. Okay, so let's see where I'm at. I don't even know. Okay, I made it almost to 14. Of course, I didn't read the whole time that we were sprinting because I went and ate some of my loaded baked potato soup and freshened up my coffee, and just did a couple of things. But I am loving my Autumn Crow. Chapters 11 and 12 have gotten very intense, and we're finding out some information that is hard to believe, and it's all connected to this new kid who's come to town, Dennis, who actually is the son of a janitor that just recently died during the summertime. So the janitor was not very well liked. But anyway, it's creepy, very creepy right now. So I'm excited. But of course now I've been hooked on it, but like now we're really like something happened at the end of chapter 10 and I had to see what was going to happen to Bailey and Melody, and it's getting scary. That's all I can say. Okay, let's see where we're left off. I think we were right here. Okay, I'm also done with the little raindrops. Crystal came in. Hello, Crystal. She's cooking dinner as usual. And then Margaret came in. Hello, Margaret. You're probably not here anymore. She was done with lunch. Margaret lives on the West Coast, so she's behind us by 2 hours. So she was done with lunch, not getting back into author. Oh, she probably means now getting back into author admin and then social media consulting. Margaret is also an author. So she has a lot going on, and she and I did a wonderful fireside chat together. We had such a great time because we got to do some improv together. MJ, hello. Not sure if you're still here, but welcome. Glad you dropped in for a few while editing. And then Alex is back. Don't be sorry for eating dinner and spending time with your man. I'm glad that you were able to do that. And I'm glad you're back. So see, it's the best of both worlds. Amal says, read 60 pages of The Perfect Child, of course, without checking the timer as it distracts me. Yeah, I understand that. Sometimes I do the same thing. Sometimes I even will go in another room and then I'll come back and check. 8% into What Is Mine, Annette Galley Reid. Very good. I love you do multiple books like me. Halko said, started Something Wicked This Way Comes and going to eat lasagna in a bit. Yum, yum. Lasagna and then reading Something Wicked This Way Comes. I have never read that. I need to read more Ray Bradbury for sure. But I do love The Halloween Tree. I think it's excellent. Alicia ate some caramel apples while her husband distracted her from reading. I see how that hubby is. You woke Bean out of a deep sleep. That must be your kitty cat, you cute little kitty cat. I finished Faye saying she finished her day's reading of Armadale and got 1/4 through a Victorian ghost story. Go you! I'm jelly. Dang, caramel apples sound good. Yes, it does. You know what I like? Have y'all ever had those? I don't know if this is the name of them, but it's like a caramel apple pop. It's very good. I don't know if that's the right name of it, but anyway, I love those. So I can't get them because I'll eat all of them, but I like those, and I like those caramel apple. It's like green apple caramel Werther's candies where the inside has the green apple in it. Oh, so good. Ooh, Something Wicked Way. So wicka wicka waka waka waka. So, okay, Something Wicked This Way Comes is wonderful. I know, I need to read it. I can't fit it in. Alicia says she loved Autumn Crow High. I'm loving it so far. It's like really getting intense right now. And the thing is I want to be able to talk about it, but I don't want to give out too much information because I want people to read it. It's so good. Christine says, I have just over an hour left of my audio. Very good. You should be able to finish unless something gets in the way. And Margaret's still here. Woohoo! Just got tea. Well, I have coffee in my new Snoopy Boo cup, and it is praline pecan. What flavor tea do you have? I'm here. Yay, MJ. How's the editing going? Is it anything you can share what you're working on? And Jennifer has read several pages of Holly. I hope to finish it tonight. I have not finished the If It Bleeds story. I know it's like it's too much going on with my reading. So I don't know if I'm going to get to Holly in October. I think it was like a pipe dream to begin with. So it may be one that's going to be carried over to November. But I mean, the month is still young. The month is still young. Hey, Mary, I'm sweeping and might read the Anthony Trollope book. Very good. I started, but I have already fell off the schedule. I'm hoping that I can get caught up this weekend. I'm currently reading Autumn Crow High. So I'm doing a vlog with that, so I'm trying to make sure that I keep up with it. Yay, Armadale and Victober. Yes, Margaret, look. I am reading my first Anthony Trollope, The Way We Live Now. I'm not too far into it, as you can see, but I'm reading for Victober this year. I'm excited because I have read Victorian literature. I just haven't read a lot. So pretty much the prompt with a read a new author to you was going to be very easy because, I mean, I have read some authors, but there's so many more that I have not even heard of. So this is my first Trollope. Those lollipops are great. You know what I'm talking about. I wish I knew what they were called. I don't know if they're called caramel apple pops or something like that, but they are so good. And I don't know if you can get them all year long or if it's just something that comes out in the fall. I don't know. Editing a video for my other channel, habit tracking, writable PDFs for the Kindle Scribe. Ooh, I like that. Organization. Finished The Hound of the Baskervilles and started The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, both for Victober. I was going to ask you if they were Victober. Both I have not read. I hate to say that. I mean, of course, I've seen movies. I've seen a movie for Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I don't know if it was called The Strange Case, but I know the story. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to anything else but the Anthony Trollope. And if I do, I need short stories. Okay, so two of my friends have suggested short stories for me for the first person narrative. I need a short story or a poem for the one, for the woman one, Katie's challenge. That's what I need. I need something short. If I can get the short stories, I might be able to complete all the prompts. The good thing is this book counts for 3 of the prompts. So if I can read the short stories or a poem for the woman one, the new woman one, that'll be great. Oh, there's always new authors. Yes, always. In fact, for Week of Weird, I discovered 3 new authors, and all of them were fantastic. So I'll have to see. The bad thing about discovering new authors is that it's like, when are you going to have the time to read everything that you're discovering by them, as well as everything by the authors that you currently love? It's a dilemma. It's like, even if you started reading when you were little, you still can't possibly read everything you want to read. I was never on the schedule. Well, I was trying because the Anthony Trollope book is so big, Mary. I have a lot on my TBR. If I was just reading that, I could definitely finish it, but I don't know. I've gotten caramel apple lollipops at C's, but not from Werther's. Oh. They are called caramel apple pops, and they are from Tootsie Roll. Oh, good to know. They're just called caramel apple pops. Yay. And both of these are new authors to me. Excellent. Speaking of Ray Bradbury, my ELA 10 students started Fahrenheit 451 this week. Perfect to start reading during banned book week. Yes. I didn't even think about that because I am going to read Fahrenheit 451 ever since you told us about it at the BookTube Besties retreat. But I cannot add anything in October, but maybe November, December. But yeah, that's a perfect reason to read it. And they'll appreciate reading it and the fact that they are allowed to read it, because some places, schools don't allow books to be read that are on the ban list. Elizabeth Gaskell has some spooky or October vibe short stories. One is called Loud, good to know. And then not Loud, called Lois the Witch. Don't you love autocorrect? Don't you love when it tries to think for you? Okay, I know that y'all are probably dying to hear the story that y'all created. We did Mad Libs for anyone that was not in the chat while we were taking our parts of speech. So our Mad Libs, this is the book I got it out of. I found this at Walmart, and it is Monster Mad Libs. And I figure we'll do them during October, you know, for the spooky season and have a little fun with it. So this one is called Monsters Oh My. Have you ever heard a loud gnome in the middle of the night when the moon is frightening? Do you suspect your new neighbor might like to drink the rum from frogs? Undead zombies, howling were-dolphins, and vampires that sleep in bats have stealthily scared the fedoras off of audiences for over 7 years. But what if these terrifying miners were real? What if they were really hiding under their leg warmers, waiting until you're jumping before they sneak out and scare you? Luckily, monsters are just a figment of our cars. So next time you hear that eye in the night, relax. You're just sliding things. There's no doctor under your bed waiting to get you, or is there? Wah, wah, wah. Okay, we have an alternate ending. Alternate ending. If you remember, Alicia chose coroner. So you're just sliding things. There's no coroner under your bed waiting to get you, or is there? Bum, bum, bum. Very cute story. I love how if they were hiding under your leg warmers. Perfect. Perfect. Our first creepy story for October. And Mary says, I have the Trollope book on Kindle, so I don't know how long it is. Oof. A Scandal in Bohemia by author Conan Doyle might fit for the New Woman short story. Irene Adler probably fits the New Woman description. Ooh, let me write that down. Let me write that down. Because I will not remember. A Scandal in Bohemia. Perfect. Okay. I know, hiding under the leg warmers. I'm dead. I know, funny. I know. Isn't that hilarious? I think it's just funny. You know, Emma and Andy are coming on Friday. I wonder if they would be willing to do a Mad Libs. Yes, I love it too. Alicia, thank you to you and Jennifer. Jennifer's giggling for contributing. Yes, a doctor under my bed. Because remember, we were like thinking that a doctor is a good thing, but if it's a doctor, like a horrific doctor, I mean, like Dr. Jekyll. I mean, would you want Dr. Jekyll hiding under your bed? No, Yeah, go us. Woohoo. I love drinking rum from the frog since that sounds cultish. Good one. Alicia's the one that came up with the rum. I want to see a were-dolphin. Me too. That would be hilarious. Yeah, because just think, if it's in the water, his fur is going to be all slicked back. It's not going to be all fluffy. But, you know, I mean, is there a point? Like, you know, mermaids have very nice hair. So I wonder if being in the water, if you could fling their hair back, their fur, their wear fur. Yes, please do Mad Libs on Friday. I think they would be game for it. Both of them are writers. I think they would think it's funny. Um, yeah. Oh Lord, you're having Emma and Andy on at the same time. Prepare to get nothing else done. Well, they wanted to come on my channel, and I was like, sure, why not? We'll do that. That'll be fun. But it's just going to be laid out chat and maybe a sprint or two. But you know, they're doing stuff. We want to get the word about what they're writing. Emma just published a book, and I just bought it. It's all about NaNoWriMo prepping, even though I'm not going to be writing anything in November. I just can't see that. Yes, they're like Laurel and Hardy. Yes, very funny. They are a hoot. In fact, they were cutting up in Andy's sprints earlier today. Okay, so before we go on to a next sprint, we do have a Would You Rather, and it is Halloween, and y'all have to make a decision. And the decision today is, would you rather be a black cat or a vampire bat? Which is it? Would you like to be a black cat or a vampire bat? I think that one is a pretty good one to choose from. So, you know me, I like to know what y'all are thinking. I personally would like to be a black cat. I'm not superstitious about that. I mean, I am superstitious about some things, but not the black cat. I love cats, and I kind of feel like if the black cat runs across my path, that it may bring me good luck instead of bad luck. Jennifer's for the black cat. Margaret's for the black cat. Faye is for the black cat. Mine has a sweet life. Aha. 9 lives and good luck. That's right. Amal said, listening to the nurse, 1.5% at on NetGalley. Excellent. Alicia is going to go against the majority in here. She's going to be a vampire bat. Ooh. You know, vampire bats can turn into vampires. And then just think, vampires, like my friend Wendy said on Facebook, they're kind of sexy and everything. So you might have a long life, just as long as somebody doesn't stake you, like a Van Helsing, you know, descendant. So just watch out for that. How many of y'all watch What We Do in the Shadows? Please tell me that somebody in here watches that. Oh, of course, Mary has a black cat. Although she says, my black cat can be a jerk, but when you are a cat, you can get away with it. You have a beautiful black cat. I've seen your kitty cat. Ooh, Vanessa said, just got a big package from Amazon, 10 books, and I'm scared to think what the Amazon worker who packed this box thinks about me and my reading preferences. Are you going to do a book haul? Just let me know. I want to know. I want to see what's in that Amazon package. Haha. Whose opinion do you care about more, the Amazon packer or the FBI listener in? Oh, that's what I was hoping for, Kat. Time to try the vamp life. Yeah. Woohoo. I got you, Margaret. I wanted to watch it, but don't have the network. It is so good. Oh my goodness. It is so good. But what's so funny is Guillermo, who's also known as Gizmo, he is a vampire slayer, and he's also a vampire's familiar. It's so funny. I love What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah, my husband and I are behind. We started watching the newest series, and we just haven't had time together to watch it because we'd like to watch it together. We always try to do watch a show together. So we've been watching other stuff or doing other things and haven't had a chance yet to do it, but I want to watch it. But you know, the actor that plays the energy vampire, I don't know if y'all know this, if you're fans of The Office, but since I'm rewatching The Office and listening to Office Ladies, he is in The Office. He plays Nate, and they actually interviewed him on the last episode that I listened to. He is the nicest guy. And do you know, he became an actor, not from, going to school to become an actor. He was doing some crazy little stint to make his friends laugh. He was on this like morning show and as a yo-yo master or whatever, and somebody discovered him. I think it was Greg Daniels, or maybe it was Paul Lieberstein. One of them discovered him and wanted him to come in and read. And guess how sweet this is? He met his wife on The Office, Amelie. I believe she is maybe a writer. I forgot. But she was in the cast, not the cast, the production part. So I think that's sweet. And they're still married today. And he was plug-in What We Do in the Shadows. So neat. I was like, I didn't remember him from the first time I watched The Office because he looks so different and he totally different personality. Trust me, they are happy for the money. I don't think they think about anyone's reading preferences. But it'd be kind of funny if Vanessa was dressed in a way and she greeted the person who was delivering the package, especially if it was an Amazon person. Yes, I have filmed like 4 videos this week, so time to edit. Excellent. Yeah, I wish I could film more. Well, I did kind of because I'm doing my vlog and then I'm also filmed today for my week of weird. Hopefully I can get it edited before Saturday, but who knows. Uh, and Vanessa saying true, agreeing with them all. Poor Gizmo, I know. And he's having a rough time. I love Colin Robinson. Me too. He's so funny. I would rather be a cat. Okay, Christine. And they get to sleep all day. Yes, you are right. They do sleep a lot. But the downside of that, I don't know about all of y'all's cats, but poor, who is Andrew's cat, because she sleeps all day, she wants to play all night and she wants to wake me up early. And I don't always want to get up early. Sometimes I will go feed her just because she will yowl outside my door. I think that's a term that cats do. And she will not let up. She'll even put her paws underneath the door and like shake the door. It's ridiculous. But yeah, it makes me crazy. But what are you going to do? You can't do much with cats, that's for sure. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and sprint. How about we sprint for 30 minutes this time? I'm going to continue reading Autumn Crow High, and because I need to figure out what's going on. And I'm just so scared. I'm so scared that this guy Dennis, who's new to the school, is going to put a wedge between Melody and Bailey. I don't like it. Only if it's their idea. Yeah, that is true. Cats do their own thing, I'm going to tell you. And like Mary said, they're the only animals that can get away with it, for sure. Okay, here we go. Happy reading, happy editing, happy whatever you're doing at this moment, getting work done, being productive. And talk to you soon. Ooh, good luck with finishing The Living Mountain, Margaret. Oh my goodness. I'm back. Ah, holy cow. Holy cow. Alicia, you know what I'm talking about. I'm almost to part 3. I literally have 2 pages. This book is getting so insane. I cannot believe what is happening in it. It is making me crazy. I'm like, please don't let what I think is going to happen. Otherwise, I'm going to be very sad. Ah, it is too much, too much, too much. It's so good, though. Oh, so good. Okay, let's see where we left off. How did y'all do? What did y'all get up to in this time? Margaret had said she was going to try to finish The Living Mountain by Nan Shepherd, she thinks. And then she said she needs to step away for a stretch, but she had fun mad libbing. And Halco said he would choose a black cat. Oh, Alicia, you're our only vampire bat. And then, hey, Stacy. Stacy joined us from the channel Stacy and Steph. I made it to your sprints. I'm reading The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. Sounds good. Is it a thriller? Is it a romance? What is it? Or is it a thrilling romance? I'm all 6% into The Nurse and page 87 of The Perfect Child. Excellent. Hey, Jessica. She has just joined. I'll be reading Awakened by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. Is Awakened by any chance? That's not like anything to do with what is the show with the vampires? She said, I would rather be a black cat. Excellent. Oh, what is the one with the 2 good looking guys? And then they had a spinoff called The Originals. I used to watch the show and now I can't remember. Amal says, I think I'll switch to e-reading, something romantic for the last 6 minutes. Perfect. Jessica also says, my niece will be 4 this month, and she always loves to pretend to be a black cat. She says she has sharp teeth and sharp claws. Ooh, that's fun. And Amal's at 11% into Forging Passion by Lainey Davis. And Jennifer said, I read a few more pages. And Holly, I hope you're going to finish it tonight. Mary says she's 10% through a nap. Sounds good. And Christina has 30 minutes left of her book. I think you're going to finish tonight. Faye said, I finished my ghost story for the day, so I'm doing well with Victober reading today. Then I've been watching Jack Edwards' video about the complicated ethics of ghostwriting, which is fascinating. That's pretty cool. And Alicia said, I read a little more in Slewfoot. I can't imagine it not being 5 stars. Sounds so good. Yes. Oh, yes. The Vampire Diaries. I'm telling you. I know I'm tired, but oh. So is that the author? I know I have some Vampire Diaries. I can't remember if that's the author or not. I used to like that show, and then something happened and it didn't come on it stopped coming on at the time or the day that we used to watch it. And then I didn't watch the last few seasons. So I would have to literally start from scratch again. But I love me some Ian Somerhalder because he is some good looking. I have seen him in person. Whew. My niece wanted to see him at Comic-Con, and I got a picture of him blowing a kiss to her. When she went up to get his autograph. But he is actually from Covington, Louisiana, which is not too far from where I live. That's the little town that I always go visit the Friends of the Library store. And for quite a few years, he would help out with the Humane Society over there in Covington, the St. Tammany Humane Society. And they would do different activities or whatever, and he would be like a guest there, so people could buy tickets, and then it would kind of fundraise for the shelter. I am hoping to finish it. We may be switching over into the Drowning Deep after dinner. Okay. And nope, this is the House of Night series. I know that I have seen that name before. Yeah, and I have Vampire Diaries, the books on my shelf, and I have never read them. But okay, yeah. The author of The Vampire Diaries is L.J. Smith, I believe. Also wrote the Secret Circle series. It was a short-lived TV show too. Okay, That sounds good. Yeah, that name L.J. Smith sounds familiar to me too. Yeah, I had picked up the Vampire Diaries books at Books a Million. They were in the bargain section and they were cheap. They were like five something or four something, and they were nice hardcovers. So I was like, let me scoop them up and see. And if I read them, it had been enough time, I would vaguely remember. I don't know how closely they are um, to the television show. Not too sure about that. But yeah. Okay, y'all want to do another sprint, another 30-minute sprint, and then that will be the last one for this evening, and then we'll chat a little bit right before we go. If everybody's up to it, I am, because like I said, I want to get to more Autumn Crow. Um, I cannot believe what is happening right now. Alicia, oh, I cannot believe what's happening right now. It's so insane. But I'll be making it to part 3, and part three's section is called Melody. So I'm hoping what I think might be happening is not really happening. Okay, Jennifer sounds good for another 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that, and so we can get some reading done. Okay, let me set our kitty, our little kitty cat, our black kitty cat. So perfect for today's question. And I'm going to start it. Let's share our screen. There we go. Okay, happy reading, y'all. Welcome back. How did everybody do? I ended up getting to chapter 19. So tonight I read 8 chapters, and that left me with 92 pages. So I think between tomorrow and Friday, I can finish and wrap everything up basically like by this weekend. So I'm excited that I made so much progress tonight. I will say I am very sad about a development that happened going into the third part of this story. I really did not see it coming, and so many things happen in that short amount of time. I mean, I'm amazed. And the writing is so well done. The action, I mean, there's so much action, and it's really well done, very creepy. So I think Cameron did an excellent job with Autumn Crow High. And I'm blown away. Really, I'm blown away. I don't know why I'm blown away, because I love Autumn Crow so much, the short stories in there very much. But I just think he's done such a great job on this novel. The sad thing about it is once it's over with, we have to wait for the next book in the series. So it's like you want to take your time with it and you want to savor every moment of it, but you know eventually it's going to come to an end. But that just means I'm going to have to, depending on how long it takes him to write the second book in the series, will depend on if I have to reread it or not, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, I am so excited about Autumn Crow High, Fresh Hell. I'm happy for him that it's spooktacular is the best way to put it. So let's see how everybody else did. Where do we leave? Okay, Amal was telling us that she was on page 100 of The Perfect Child. Made so much progress. She said, I'll be eating dinner. Thanks for the sprints. You're so welcome, Amal. Keeping you up for watch time. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. Jessica read a couple of chapters. Thanks for the sprints. Good night. Good night, Jessica. Thanks for joining. Faye switched to my third Victober read, Uncle Silas, and read 12 pages. I've heard of Uncle Silas, and look at you. You're like going through your Victober reads like Speed Racer. So impressed. Jennifer's on page 312, and Holly still hoping to finish tonight. I hope you can do it. Oh, I hope you can do it. And Christina started dinner and had to chat with hubby for a minute or 10. So I still have 15 minutes left, but we'll finish it and then have dinner. That's awesome. I love that so many people are finishing books tonight or finishing their reading goals. I mean, I finished my picture book and now I have to write a review for it on Goodreads and then pop up my picture on Instagram. But I'm really excited that at least got one book done for Halloween, and I'm making good progress in my second book for Halloween. So I think tonight, after I finish with the Middle Grade March book club, I'm going to go ahead and read some for Victober until it's time for me to go to sleep so I can catch up with that. Well, thank you, Christina, for joining us. I really do appreciate you being here. Always supportive. And Alicia says, I'm really looking forward to the next book. Me too already. I mean, I have no idea how this is going to end, but I am so worried. I'm at the part where Melody is going to school the morning after she has that phone call with Bailey. And, you know, things are just a little bit weird. And especially with her counselor, she just finds out something from the counselor that has to do with the dentist. And she actually sees the same apparition that Bailey saw the time that she was lost in, well, she wasn't really lost in the hall, but she was going to the bathroom and meandering through the halls, which is not supposed to be very safe. It's bizarre to me, and I agree with Bailey, that students would be going to a school that has such a history that leads to like death and disappearance and all that kind of stuff. But very, very good. And Mary says, I'm on page 30. I think I'm behind. Yes, Mary, I am only on page 35. We're supposed to be, I think, I don't know where my schedule went. I think it might be in my bedroom. I think we're supposed to be finishing chapter 13 today, if I'm not mistaken, because it's 4 chapters on the weekends and 3 chapters per day. And I think that puts us at 13. I'm not great at math, but I think it does. So, yeah, you'll be like me, Mary. You'll be behind. Everything is a little off in Autumn Crow. Yes, it is very much so. But I'm kind of like just trying to figure out this connection. And, I'm a little thrown off by the situation that happens with Bailey and what she discovers, that I'm just like, I'm not 100% sure if I'm following it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it is all revealed towards the end. But anyway, it is time for me to hop off. So I'm going to say goodnight to y'all. Thank y'all very, very much for being here. I always appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate just hanging out with y'all. Y'all really do make my day. I came in here kind of a little flustered after the day I was having, and now I'm leaving like very, very excited. Thank you, Jennifer, for being here. I really do appreciate you. Thanks, Faye. I love hanging out with y'all. It's been so much fun. And thank you, Alicia, for hanging out as well. I hope that y'all have a rest of your week is awesome, that y'all have some plans for the weekend. Also, if any of y'all, don't have anything to do Friday afternoon, the sprints start a little bit earlier just because Emma is in Wales, and I think she's like 6 hours ahead of us. So we'll start at 2:00 and probably go for a couple of hours. If you can't make the live, maybe y'all could watch the replay and check us out. Thanks, Jacqueline, for being here. I really appreciate you. And as always, you know what to do. Stay amazing and be adventurous, and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye.